All right, here's a quick update on this vintage green Raleigh Sport that we're building for Susan. I have it fully disassembled and cleaned up, and it's actually looking really good. I've got one coat of wax on this green paint, and it might not show in this video, but it's just a beautiful color. Obviously this bike's got some scratches and shows some wear, but we're gonna leave all that. It would be a crime to actually paint this bike. I will show you a couple things here in the back. If you're following along, you'll remember that we had an issue with these seat stays. So the one on the left-hand side had a big bend right here, and on the right-hand side there was a curve. So I was able to clamp this side in a vise and remove the bend, and this side I put together a little jig with 2x4s and a ratchet strap and was able to actually pull the curve right out. So I will show you that now things are looking really good compared to where they were yesterday. So that's all really good news. And here's the original rear wheel with a Sturmey Archer 3-speed hub with a coaster brake. And we've decided to, well, one, we need to rebuild this wheel because it's toast. But I ordered a Sturmey Archer 3-speed hub without a coaster brake for a couple of reasons. One, Susan said she did not want a coaster brake, which I completely understand. But these coaster brakes on the internal geared hubs actually have a flaw. It's possible to get the shifter stuck in between gears, meaning nothing's engaged. So not only if you pedal forwards will the gear's not engaged, but if you pedal backwards, the brake won't engage. So this old hub should really just be retired. We should no longer be using these. It is stamped 1973, so that is my best guess on the age of this bike. Almost a 50-year-old bike. So I think this is going to turn out to be a really nice, a nice ride here. And so, since originally this had a coaster brake, and we will no longer have a coaster brake, we're going to recycle some old caliper brakes, and they should mount right on there, and we'll wind up with 3 speeds, a freewheel, and hand brakes for the front and the rear. And then here's all the parts that came off the bike. So while I'm waiting for the pieces to come in to build the new wheels, I'll be working on cleaning these up. All of these nuts and bolts will be run through the ultrasonic cleaner with dish detergent for a few cycles, and then a few cycles with rust remover. And most of those we'll be able to reuse. In fact, Raleigh's got some proprietary threading, so the headset and the bottom bracket really cannot be replaced. It's probably pretty hard to find a replacement, so all these parts really do need to be salvaged to rebuild this bike. Handlebars are in fairly rough shape. We'll probably look for a replacement or possibly just sand these down and paint them. Hoping we can salvage that 3-speed shifter. And the cranks and pedals, they're all salvageable. It's just going to take some time to clean this stuff up.